Hi guys, it's Rob here, and picking up where we left off on our CS100 at NJIT Python review sheet. We talk about making a small checklist for yourself of the program requirements for the programming problems at the end of each examination. You want to refer to it as you're planning, doing or performing, and after you've completed each problem, and when you're checking over your test. This is your guide, to the programming question at hand, because you've detailed all those requirements in a short bullet point list to yourself, although it may not be short depending on the problem you're solving. When reading from a file, set a variable equal to the read line or read lines version of your file, or the object will be an IO wrapper, an input-output wrapper, not the contents of the file that you want. And if you haven't covered files yet, don't worry. When you do cover files, you know exactly what I mean. Basically, on your file, make sure you have a variable set equal to the read line, or read lines being called on your specific file. Don't forget to close any files that you open, especially the ones you write to. It's only required for the files you write to, but it's good programming practice to close even the ones that you're reading from. On the day of the test and during test time, stay calm, cool, and collected. The great thing about programming is that it is a science, so it isn't some abstract text. You just need to thoroughly know what each programming construct does and what data types they operate on. And be sure to review the homework analysis that I posted. So this is course specific. When I'm grading homeworks, if I post any comments on your homework, or if I post to Moodle and a group post of what the most common mistakes were on the homework, make sure you check that over, because that means that, a lot of people in the class, if not most of the class, made those mistakes. And I'm trying to alert you of a problem that happened, something that a lot of people did wrong, and how you could avoid that in the future. So please keep your eyes open for any group posts that I put up on the Moodle page. And that's specifically just for NJIT students. If you're not an NJIT student, especially in the CS100 programming course, Python programming course, then you don't have to worry about that. Now remember, return does two things. The keyword return. It returns a value to the function call, and it terminates the execution of the function. Even though there may be more than one return statement in a function body, at most one of them will be reached during the execution of the program, and then the program will terminate. Remember, this percentage sign here is modulus, and it gives you the remainder. It's not division, right? It's the remainder. So it'll give you the remainder when one thing is divided by another. Be very comfortable with lists, dictionaries, and slicing both strings and lists. Why do I say that? Because on some of your examinations, you're going to be required not only to analyze these things within the context of a multiple choice question or series of questions, but you're also going to have to use these things when you're writing your own programs to solve the part twos, whatever you want to call them, the open-ended questions, the programming problems. Now remember, whenever you slice anything, you get back a sub-value of the original value. You slice a list, you get back a list. That means that if you slice a string, you get a substring. If you slice a list, you get a sublist. Now, if you index a value at a list, you get whatever the data type of that value is, right? Slicing is done whenever you see a colon as follows. So list name 0. Remember, indexing starts at 0 in Python, right? These are examples of slicing. And there's many other possible combinations. Remember that when you see a colon, you know it's slicing. So that's the key. When you see a colon, you know it's slicing. And when it's slicing, you know it's a sub-value, a substring or sublist, depending on what type of variable you originally sliced. Dictionaries are unordered, meaning that you cannot index a dictionary. Now, this is the common pitfall alert. You can't index a dictionary. So many people, because we cover dictionaries after lists, they try to just index dictionaries. You can't index a dictionary. Now, please memorize the following slides. Now, why am I asking you to memorize this? Basically because these are key, right? So mainly just this one slide, I'm assuming, because actually I said these slides, but it's just this one slide. Just know how to do this with dictionaries, because a lot of people, after covering lists, they kind of don't review the dictionary methods, and then they ask, well, how do I get a value from a dictionary? Well, that's all covered here, and we'll go through this step by step in the next tutorial. Please, guys, remember to like and subscribe if you like these tutorials, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.